Ethan Walters prided himself on being the guy everyone listened to at Westbrook High. 16 years old, blonde hair that fell just right, the basketball captain, and the kid teachers always smiled at. He thought he understood his place in the world. He thought he understood other people, too. Until the morning the new girl walked into school. Her name was Amina Carter. She walked in quietly, clutching her backpack straps, her long dark braids brushing her shoulders. Her skin was deep brown and glowing under the hallway lights, her eyes wide with that mix of nerves and determination only new students carried. She didn't dress flashy, just a simple jean jacket, pastel shirt, and worn sneakers, but she walked with a quiet confidence that drew the wrong kind of attention, especially from Ethan. He didn't even think that morning. He reacted. A joke here, a whispered comment there. It started small, the way these things always do. "Welcome to Westbrook," he smirked to his friends as she passed. "Didn't know we were taking transfers from nowhere." His friends snickered. Amina heard. Her shoulders tensed, but she didn't turn around. Ethan told himself it was harmless. Just teasing, just fun. But it didn't stop. By lunch, he had made 2 more jokes. One about her hair, one about her accent, even though she barely had one. Every time, Amina kept her eyes forward, choosing silence over reaction. It bothered him, not because he felt guilty, but because he didn't like being ignored. The day went on. Ethan won laughs. Amina walked alone. But as the final bell rang and students poured out into the parking lot, Ethan saw something that made him pause. Amina wasn't walking toward the bus. She wasn't walking home. She was walking toward a tall man standing near a black SUV. And not just any man. The man waiting for her was huge, broad shoulders, a clean navy blue suit, and an air of authority that made people step aside without thinking. His skin was the same deep brown as Amina's, and he held himself with a calm power that made him look like someone important. His stance was protective, grounded, immovable. Ethan slowed, curiosity pushing him closer. Ina walked up to him, and he immediately placed a warm hand on her shoulder. "You okay, sweetheart?" he asked, softly. She shook her head. "Not really." Ethan froze. Sweetheart? This wasn't a driver. This wasn't some hired security. This was her father. He knelt down slightly to meet her eyes. "Talk to me." Amina swallowed hard. "Just kids being kids." Her father's expression changed, not into anger, into heartbreak. "I'm sorry," he whispered, brushing a braid gently behind her ear. "I know starting here isn't easy, but you did nothing wrong. You belong everywhere you walk." Ethan felt a twist in his stomach. This wasn't what he expected. Then the man looked up and saw Ethan watching. Their eyes met. Ethan felt something he wasn't used to. Shame, getting heavier by the second. He didn't yell. He didn't accuse. He looked at Ethan the way grown men look at boys who are still figuring out the difference between right and wrong. He walked toward him. Ethan's heart pounded. I wasn't... The man stopped just a foot away, towering, but calm. "You're Ethan, right?" His voice was deep, steady. Ethan nodded. "I'm Marcus Carter, Amina's father." Ethan swallowed. "Sir, I didn't mean anything." Marcus studied him, eyes sharp enough to cut through excuses. "You know," Marcus began, "when I was your age, I dealt with boys like you. Boys who thought words didn't matter. Boys who didn't understand how easily you can break someone by trying to impress a crowd. Ethan looked at the ground. Marcus continued. You're young. You'll learn. But the question is, will you learn now or after you hurt more people than you can apologize to? Those words hit harder than any yelling could. Ethan's throat tightened. I'm sorry. Marcus didn't smile. He didn't nod. He simply said, You tell that to her, not me. He stepped aside. Emina stood behind him, arms crossed, eyes guarded but hopeful. Ethan walked toward her slowly. Emina, I was wrong today. I shouldn't have said anything. I was trying to look cool and it was stupid. She studied him for a moment, searching for sincerity. Why? She finally asked. Why me? Ethan hesitated. For the first time, he had to answer a question he had never asked himself. I don't know, he said honestly. But it won't happen again. Emina let out a long breath. I hope not. Behind her, Marcus placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder again. Ready to go, sweetheart? She nodded. But before they left, Marcus turned to Ethan one last time. You did the right thing today. Do more of that. Ethan watched as Emina climbed into the SUV, Marcus closing the door gently behind her. They drove away, leaving Ethan standing alone in the parking lot, changed in a way he didn't expect. For the first time, he realized his words had weight. And for the first time, he wanted to use them differently. That day, Ethan Walters, king of the hallway, captain of the court, grew up just a little. And Emina Carter, she walked into school the next morning with her head high. And this time, Ethan made sure no one dared whisper a single cruel word.